Hey, Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua, Ba'ashim Kakwadash. It's your brother Elder Bishop Aithan back at you with another one. This video is inspired by a video Elder Apostle Gabar did recently, and he was going into the red Bibles that we used to use, and these are physical Bibles that we used to, you watch the old camp videos, we used to bring them out in the camps. And since the world started transforming to digital, more and more brothers are using the digital version of the Bibles, which are in our cell phones. It's easier to carry and to look up scriptures. The concordance is right in there. And, back in the day, we also used to use a physical concordance. So we had a Bible, we had the Apocrypha, and then we had the concordance. Sounds like a sword, a dagger, and a shield, so to speak. And those were like the three main things we went out with. And just like Apostle Gabar said, it pretty much became a lost art. Just like everything else now, everything is just switching to digital. And a lot of things are just becoming lost arts. Like even art itself is becoming lost because now AI is used for everything. AI is used to create drawings, art, music. Everything that we would do or used to do manually now is being replaced by AI and robots and just digital. And so people are losing like the core raw talent or a way of doing things, the stuff that really puts your brain to work. So these smart devices, what they really do is they make you dumb, because for instance with the Bible, now we have the digital Bible. Now when we were using a physical Bible, and man, it was so much easier to recall scriptures because we were used to actually flipping through them with your fingers, remembering them. Brother, call out or say something, a scripture pops in your mind, you'd have to physically go for it. You're going back and forth looking for the page, the verse. And so your brain was a lot more exercised going through the scriptures, so to speak, versus digital where you just type in a couple keys and the scripture comes right up. So enough with the rambling, Slakia. So what I'm going to do is basically, this video is to show where you can possibly find the red Bibles that we used to use. And if you can't find it because they are out of print, what it seems like they're out of print, they're out of stock. And you only can find used copies, and you might be able to find new ones if you're lucky. But the price is, they're a little bit more pricey now because these are they're really good Bibles, like Elder Apostle Gabar said. These are the Bibles they would give to the elders in a Jehovah Witness. So this Bible is produced by the Watchtower and the Tract Society. So I'm gonna do that. Then I'm gonna show you the Bible app that I use. For you brothers that use the apps, and there's nothing wrong with using the apps. Not saying there's anything wrong with that. You still have to understand the scriptures, use the app correctly to bring out the right precepts and all that. So, but it's good to have the physical, because there's just nothing like having a physical in your hand and going through the physical. And especially these Bibles that we have, you have the precepts in the middle, and which just fortifies your memory. It just ingrains it. So anyway, without further ado, so this is I forgot to call this the binder part of the Bible, right, where you see Holy Bible on the screen. So what I search for is, this is the first page of the Bible, the red Bible. Hold on. Yep, so that's the first page right there. And it says a Holy Bible containing the Hebrew and Greek scriptures, Watchtower Bible. This one's says 1956. Yeah, so what I did is I just took this and I copied it in Google, and then I got a bunch of these, which is pretty much a Bible that we use. Oh yeah, right here you can see, you know, it's got the book of Genesis, and right there in the, I don't know if it's gonna come out clear, maybe not, I guess not, but right there, when you open up the page, it's got the Genesis in the Hebrew, and right there you can see Yahweh. You know, it says, where it says the gods, you know, where everybody says that's the Most High, which is referring to Elohim. You know, well, it says Elohim, you know, and I believe this goes down to Genesis 3. I don't remember, but right here it has the book of Genesis, and you can see, you know, Elohim, and right there. So yeah, this is good, man. That's why I said this is awesome to have this. It's got the Greek in there, you know, in the back I think it's got the maps, the Bible maps. So it's good to have a physical copy, man. That's an art you don't want to lose. So if you look up Watchtower Bible containing Hebrew and Greek scriptures, and then you'll find a bunch of results of people that have them. So this is eBay. It's sold. Like I said, it's getting harder and harder to find these because they're rare now. See, rare bookseller, and it's gone here. You know, there it is here. So here's somebody that has it, but look at it, the price, $99. $99. And what we could do, yeah, so the other one said 1956, and this one says 1942. I think that might be the correct year when it was first published. So these go way back. Okay, here you go. So if you search by that, Holy Bible containing the Greek, the Hebrew and Greek scriptures Watchtower, then you'll get a bunch of results. So actually, here's a new one. This is a VTG. Let me see. Oh yeah, this is it right here. I don't know why the image is not popping up, but I can. Yeah, this is it. So $43. I don't know where this is located, because you can see the approximately $31.81 in US. So yeah, so if any brothers looking, oh, this is in British Columbia, right? So there's Canadian dollars, but there's one here. You know, there's a bunch of other ones. This one's $100. So this is it right here, and it's got the oxblood red cover. You know, so you can find this exact one that we used. So this isn't it here, and that's New World Translation. Another thing I want to say is you know, a lot of brothers are going into the NLT, which the NLT is good, but I would say, you know, we don't want that to become a lost art as well. Is the KJV. You got to know the KJV. And I would push brothers to try to, you know, remain in the KJV, because the KJV is the closest to the Hebrew. The King James, that's the closest to the Hebrew. So you're gonna find the strongest words, you know, closest to the Hebrew, with the most force in the King James. A little more difficult to understand, but the King James is the closest to the original. The further away you get, you know, as far as translation, it loses some of its force. So yeah, that's it. Now if we look up let me see, if we look up Watchtower Bible and then Tract Society, yeah, then you should come up with it. You'll see a whole bunch of them. There it is right there. That's eBay again. So that's all you got to do. Just look at that. You know, search for that, and you'll get the exact same Bible that we used to use, right? This one here. So just search for this, Holy Bible containing the Hebrew and Greek scriptures, Watchtower Bible. You can also put Tract Society, because it was the Watchtower and the Tract Society. Yeah, that's the inside of it. Okay, so now if you can't find that one, right, And if you can't afford it because they're getting a little more expensive, what you could do is you can look up Bibles with cross-reference, right? So they have something called study Bibles. Study Bibles will have precepts, but if you look up Bibles, because I had to look for a Bible to replace the red ones because they're hard to find, so I was trying to think, how do you find the Bibles with the precepts in them? So look at the best reference Bibles for pastors and preachers. BibleBuyingGuide.com. I never seen this site before. And remember, like we said, the red Bible that we have, that's the one that the elders or the teachers at the Jehovah Witness used to use. So okay, so this one here, Westminster. I don't know if that's a Westminster Bible reference. Okay, it's a Bible It's an actual Bible. Westminster Bible. So this is a reference Bible. So it should have precepts. Okay, so it's got precepts there, right? On the left column. Also over here. You see that? So you can look for something called the reference Bible. Then it's got the maps, right? Just like our red ones got the map, but the maps they're not in color. So they got the maps with the ancient names, right? The original lands. So there you go. Westminster is one, and then here's a couple other ones here. And this one kind of looks like the red Bible here. Yep. So these got a bunch of precepts for different topics. So that's what you want to look up, reference Bibles. So these are gonna have just a bunch of them from different companies, Cambridge, Clarion. So Lord's will, man, I will remember to put this in the description, so you brothers can find the site. But I think that's it, man. So let me show y'all the app that I use. Yeah, so you just want to look up, let's see what this one says. Crossway, verse by verse reference Bible. Yeah, so you want to look up the term reference Bible. And as you can see down here, it's got a bunch of precepts down here at the bottom. Right? Precepts. Down here it's got precepts. Alright, so now you know what to look for. You want to look for a reference Bible. Okay, so now I'm going to bring up the app that I use. Alright, so if you can see this on the left here, that is my phone. Okay, give me 1 sec. Alright, so let me find it for y'all. So if I search Bible, okay, so King James Version, right? So I use this is the Bible app I use. It's just called a King James Version. Let's see if I can bring it back up. KJVA Bible. So you can look for that in the App Store, or the Play Store. So the reason I want to show you this is because on this app, or on this Bible app, you can right click or just hold down on it with your phone when you're on your phone, and you can add different scriptures as bookmarks. So if you need to find a scripture real quick, one that you use a lot, you go to bookmarks, and then boom, you got a list of scriptures there that you have bookmarked. You click on it and it'll go right to it. And you can see it's got the bookmark symbol next to all the scriptures that have been bookmarked. And then also you can have notes, right? So you can have a list of notes for different scriptures. You will highlight, you highlight the scripture, boom, hit note, and then you write a note. And then it'll save it in your notes. So that way you go to your notes and you got all scriptures, like Jeremiah 50:9. You know, let's say you're watching a camp, and let's say one of the apostles is breaking something down, and you're like, oh, I need to remember that. You could go to your app, you know, you go to the scripture, you hit the note button, and boom, you enter the note. Okay. That's it, man. Maybe I could show y'all the red Bible. Let me see if I could get it. Hold on. See if this comes up. Okay. Yeah, so this is the Bible. It's like right here. You know, it's it's used and abused. This goes way back. This how all our Bibles used to look, man. If you watch the old camp videos, cause man, these Bibles have been put to work, man. But as you can see, like you know, the physical Bible is good, man, because let me see if I can find somewhere highlighted. So this is maybe like my fourth one. You know, we've been through a lot of these throughout the years, but as you can see, you know, you can highlight. So this is, you can highlight, and when you highlight something, is that mind muscle memory. When you grab a highlighter and you highlight a scripture, you remember it better. You know, like you remember it more because there's a mind. There's a connection there. You actually pull out a highlighter, you go flip to the scripture, you highlight it, you look at it. Oh, you know, Job 23:13, and then boom, you highlight it. You know, so you remember it. You know, different scriptures you remember. Sometimes you want to pick up the scripture, you just want to read something, you don't know what to read. Like, you know, what am I going to read today? And you flip and you catch a highlighted section. You're like, oh, you know what? I gotta review this. You know, I gotta go over this again. You know, also you can write down the precepts. So here, you know, there's a precepts in the middle. Let me see if I can blow this up. Hold on. So you can see there the precepts in the middle. Boom. Right there in the middle, it's got definitions. And then sometimes, you know, when you go in on the scriptures, you at the camp, whatever, brother, break down. You know, let's say the apostle bring out a breakdown you didn't know or whatever. You want to underline something important, or you want to write a precept that they didn't put in there. You know, and when you read these precepts on the side, you'll see how these you'll see how Esau, Slug, I wasn't talking to Mike. You'll see how Esau, man, they know the scriptures. They know, you know, and they listen, because a lot of these precept scriptures be on point, you know. But sometimes you might have to write it in. But my point is, when you do the action of actually writing in the scriptures, flipping to the pages, it's much easier to remember. You know, your memory becomes much sharper. You know, and you got to remember as well, brothers and sisters, that eventually they are going to get rid of the Bible. You know, they're going to outlaw it. Watch the book of Eli. They're going to outlaw the scriptures. So that's it, man. Just wanted to land back off Apostle Kabar's video. And yeah, that's it. If you have any questions or what on how to get the Bible and whatnot, just leave a message in the comments. And we used to be able to get this off Amazon too. Let me see if we see what Amazon got going on. Hold on, let me see. See what's going on with Amazon. Okay, boom, there's one here. So I don't know if it's available or not, but this is it right here. So basically now you know what to look for. You just search by this right here and you should find it. All right. So with that, I'm gonna say shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Kakadash. Shalom.